Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch, the final Stockwatch of the trading week. And we're still seeing some good earnings calls coming out of America, especially with Walmart, the world's biggest revenue chain, has actually jumped over 4% on Thursday, which was yesterday, on the fact that it beat Wall Street expectations again on earnings expectations. So let's just take a look at the numbers quickly. So earnings per share, 153 adjusted from 150, and revenue came in at 152.87 billion against 151.53. So, it said it had a very progressive holiday season because a lot of shoppers are going back and to not only shopping at their local stores but also on the websites as well. So it's quite significant that they're generating funds and revenue from other means and sources as well. Even though there is high inflation in America, they are counteracting this by trying to give low prices as much as possible. So that has actually been quite revealing in the earnings season for the retailer as well. So it's focused on value and new ways to make funds, obviously, especially as it tries to get customers back inside the stores. As I said, with this hiking of inflation that is expected next month as well for the first hike from the Fed. So we'll see how that goes. Another story that just caught my eye was Tesla slipped down the ratings table for its consumer reports ranking. So due to one of their models having this steering wheel problem, it actually dived down to 23rd spot in the ranking. So that's quite, it's not really going to affect shares and stock prices so much, but it is just a little cause for concern because one of their products did actually fail quite significantly when it debuted the updated version of the steering wheel on one of their models. So we'll see how that actually goes into 2022, if there's going to rectify that problem or not. So let's just take a look at Walmart first of all. So I put out on the daily chart like I usually do, just back to the beginning of 2021 where we had that dive in share prices, but since then it's been a monumental rise. But we've seen this kind of choppy downward spiral now, and as you can see here, it's kind of, apart from this peak here, we're looking at a pretty much a descending triangle if we just go through the peaks and troughs here. And what I'm doing now is looking at this vast candle here that we saw yesterday, very, very bullish candle, and just zoom into the areas of interest on the daily chart. And with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, we are trading very far under the cloud, which means there is a little bit of cause for concern for another leg downwards to test this bottom line, the bottom channel. However, with no divergences on the RSI to really start picking up movement, we might see a bit of exhaustion when the market does open shortly on the daily side of things. If we just look on the 4-hour chart, always like to mix it up on the intraday. As you can see here, we are touching the Ichimoku cloud now. So this gives us a little bit of an impulse to the upside if possible. And possibly, what I'm thinking is another hit in the engulfment of the cloud and then a possible test to the upside of this channel here. But it's got a little bit of a way to go. I've still got another $5 move after its progressive, going from 133 to 138. We did a $5 move yesterday. Another $5 move today could be a little bit extreme, but stranger things have happened, and we're just waiting to see if we can get out of this choppy descension here. And if we go for another leg down, then obviously we've got to be touching and testing this channel. However, as I said, if we can avoid that, then we can move up to the upper end of this channel and see what's happening there. Just a quick look on Tesla, because Tesla's always in the news, always looking at opportunities on this side as well. So again, Tesla, from its meteoric rise for the best part of 2021, since its stock split, now prices were on the downside. Obviously, we heard that Elon Musk has been selling some of his Tesla stock to give to charity and for donations. So we did see a little bit of a come down in prices because of that. However, now we are in a very vast consolidation area, and what I'm seeing now is when we're going to start breaking out of this just small channel here. And the next direction will be probably the best one, because on the upside we're going to see another push to this lower border, and on the downside probably back to fresh lows as well. 4-hour chart, doesn't really read too much more into it. We're just looking to see what the next direction for Tesla stock is. Obviously for bulls, it's looking a little bit precarious. We're having a little bit of resistance on the lower border of the Ichimoku cloud. However, we'll see what the outcome is probably at the beginning of next week when we get some more news on the stock. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much again for joining me. As usual, this video will be posted on our YouTube links and our social media links. So feel free to like, subscribe, and make any comments, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.